Good day everyone, I'm Chemea Alvero from Bachelor of Science in Nursing Level 3, and now I will demonstrate the procedure that is included in surgical asepsis. For our first procedure, the surgical scrubbing, it is performed to remove debris or any microorganisms from our nails, hands, and elbow. But before doing anything, make sure to remove all our jewelries. First procedure, prepare the hygienic gear. Put on garments on, which is I wear today, the scrub suit. Cover your hair. So we should use a OR cap. And make sure to cover also our ears. Then put on mask on. Then also use face shield or eye cover. And then wear OR shoes, which is I wear today. And for our second step, let us prepare our cleansing agent and the surgical brush. And then for our positioning, position yourselves on the surgical sink with your hands higher than your elbows and turn the faucet on using knee or foot control. Do initial hand washing from fingers to elbows and rinse thoroughly. Make sure that our scrub shoot does not get wet. Then rinse it thoroughly. So let's open the surgical scrub brush, and using the nail cleaner, let's use this for our free edge. After using it, just drop onto the sink and then use the surgical scrub brush. But before that, rinse it. Then let's apply cleansing agent. Then scrub our non-dominant hand using the appropriate pattern. So my non-dominant hand is my left. And then for the fingertips and fingernails, use the brush side. Then do it in 20 circular strokes. And then using the sponge side, thumb 1 downstroke, each for outside angle, which is our outside, and then our palm angle, and then the back angle of our thumb. And then inside of the angle of our thumb, which is the interdigital, let's brush it 5 stroke. And then the next fingers, palm angle and the back angle, 1 downstroke each. And then for the interdigital of the 4 fingers, 5 brush stroke each. And then for our palm, do 10 circular stroke. And then also on the back of our palm. And then for our wrist, which have 4 angles, 5 circular stroke each. And then for our forearm, which have 4 angles also, 5 circular each. Then, using the dominant hand, rinse the brush or sponge. Then, pour cleansing agent onto it. After that, repeat the procedure of scrubbing with the next hand using appropriate pattern. First is the brush for our fingertips and fingernails. And then using the sponge side, our thumb. Then for the interdigital. And then for our palm, then stroke. Then the back of our palm. With hands higher than the elbow, drop the brush onto the sink. Rinse the first hand and arms from fingertips to the elbows thoroughly. With hands higher than the elbow, make sure do it in one direction only. After that, turn off the faucet using the knee. And then, let's move to the sterile area. Move toward to the sterile area to dry hands. So let's proceed on drying the hands and arms. Pick up a sterile towel from the open package, put on the table, being carefully not to drip water into the gown beneath it. Then, use one end of the full-length open towel only to dry one hand. Then, use a blotting motion as we dry it. Rotate the arms as we proceed to dry it, working from the wrist to elbow. Do not allow the towel to contact the scrub suit. Once the arm is dry, bring the towel on the opposite end of the towel and begin drying the other hand. Dry the hand and arm using the blotting motion, then proceed to the elbow. Then, discard the towel into its proper place. So let's proceed into the gowning and gloving close method. First, gather all materials, the sterile gown and the sterile gloves on the table, and then perform hand washing before opening the sterile package on a clean, dry surface above our waist. Since we're done with it, let's proceed into the next step. Open the outside wrapper by carefully peeling back the top of the package. Remove the inner package, making sure we are only handling the outside part of it. Unwrap the sterile gown. Then, pick up the sterile gown at the crease near the neck and allow it to unfold in front of us without letting it touch any area that is considered soiled. Then, insert our hands into the shoulders of the gown and let our arms slide into the sleeve without touching the outside part of the gown. Make sure that the hands reach the proximal end of the cuffs. Let our co-worker pull the gown upward to cover the neckline of our uniform. Then, open the wrap of the sterile gloves with hands still covered with the sleeve of the gown. With the dominant hand, pick up the non-dominant glove with the thumb and index finger through the sleeve of the gown. Hold the glove by the folded edges of the cuff with the thumb and first finger. Position the non-dominant hand under the sleeve to receive the glove. Then, touching only the cuff, pull glove onto the hand. Keep hands in front of us and away from the uniform so that nothing touches the glove. With the dominant hand under the sleeve, grasp the upper side of the glove cuffs to stretch it over the cuff of the gown. The sleeve should be pulled up to draw the glove's cuff over the wrist as the fingers are extended into the glove's finger. Then, still holding the glove finger under the cuff, pull the other glove onto the other hand. Extend the fingers into the glove as I pull the glove over the cuff of the gown. Then, finish wearing the sterile gown. Let a coworker tie the waist of the gown by making a 3/4 turn to take the tie. Tie both ends of the belt. Sterile gowns are considered sterile only from the waist to the shoulder and above the cuff of the sleeve 2 inches above the elbow. And now, this is the gowning and gloving and the final wear when we are in the OR room. And now, let's proceed on donning of a sterile gown. So prepare all the material, which is the sterile gown beside me, and then perform hand washing, which is done earlier. And now, pick up a clean gown at the inside crease near the neck and allow it to unfold in front of you without letting it touch any area that is considered soiled. Now, get our hands and arms into the sleeve, touching only inside the gown. Then, have another person fasten the gown at the back. Ask a co-worker to overlap the back edges of the gown and fasten the waist belt. Undoffing of the gown, first step is to unfasten the neck and the waist of the gown after washing the hand. Then, dress the gown along inside of the neck and pull down over the shoulder. Then, if the gown is grossly soiled, roll up the gown with the soiled part inside and discard the appropriate container. And now we are done with the doffing of the gown. Now let's proceed on to the gloving open method. First, let's prepare the material, which is the sterile gloves. And before we open this, let's perform hand washing. And we are done with it earlier, so let's proceed on to the next step. Now open the outside wrapper by carefully peeling back the top of the package. Remove the inner package, making sure that you are only handling the outside part of it. Carefully open the inner package and expose the glove with the cuff close to you. Hold the gloves by folded edges on the cuffs with the thumb and first finger. Then position the dominant hand to receive the glove. Touching only the cuff, pull one glove on the dominant hand. Keep hand on the front of you and away from the uniform so that nothing touches the glove. Leave the cuff of the first glove as it is. Wait until the second glove is on before taking adjustment. Pick up the second glove by slipping the fingers on the glove hand under the cuff. Then, still holding the glove fingers under the cuff, fold the glove on the other hand, hold the glove thumb up and away from the wrist and do not allow the glove finger to touch the bare hands or wrist. Carefully insert the non-dominant hand into the glove. Make adjustment to fit the fingers comfortably in the glove finger. And now we are on the last part, the doffing of the gloves. The first step is to grasp the glove of the non-dominant hand near the cuff end and remove it by inverting with the dominant hand. Keep the outer part of the contaminated area inside while continuing to unhold the gloves. Then, slide the fingers onto the ungloved hand inside the remaining glove, Grasp the glove from the inside and remove by turning inside out over the hand and the other glove. After we remove our gloves, discard the glove and perform hand washing. Then, document the procedure and sterile technique used.